So do you guys know what this is? This is an iPod Nano 6th generation. It's one of the little weirdest ones of the Nano line to me, because it kind of looks like it's having some sort of like crisis where it doesn't know if it wants to be a shuffle, because it's kind of got that square shape of the shovels at the time, but it's got the Nano name with the screen. It's kind of like, what were they actually thinking when they designed this thing? It's pretty interesting. So one of the things that's on this particular one is this stupid little case. It's like, I don't know why they designed like these weird bumpers for these iPods, because realistically, what is that protecting? But we're not going to use that today. One thing about this, other than it being such like little shuffle, it's only got 8 apps on it if you include Now Playing, which is really not really something. And if we look, this is the 8GB model. So the way to like back out of apps is because there's no home button. The only buttons on this are up and down, volume, and a lock button. And on the bottom is the 30-pin connector along with a headphone jack. Now on the side, and nothing on that side other than the clip. So to go back on apps, you actually have to swipe back like that until you find like what you're looking for. You know, and that's how it works. So we've got the Now Playing, we've got music, we've got radio, which you'll need headphones to use. We have Night Plus Fitness. I don't even know if that still works. I feel like it could, but I know there's like little adapters and stuff. Me being me, I'm not really the guy for Night Fitness. We also have photos, we have podcast app, we have the settings, and we have clock. And that is why we're here today, because I feel like this was the first semblance of the Apple Watch, and people did make watches for these. So you can actually change the watch faces. There's 18 different watch faces, but one of the things it makes me think, I believe this is like similar to when I think it was in that Apple movie. I think it probably is true. When Steve Wozniak designed like an Apple Watch, an electronic watch, it was something like, looked a bit like that. There's the Mickey face. Now, if I show you on this one, you're going to see there is a similar Mickey face. Of course, this one's animated. This is the Series 10 Apple Watch. But I think it came up the first generation as well. But obviously, there's a lot more going on there. With that, they've also got the mini one as well. As you know, that if you know anything about the Apple Watch, there's a mini face on there. So I feel like this was like the first design. This is something they were playing around with. There's also Kermit, and I'm not sure who that Muppet is. I'm not overly familiar with the Muppet. But I think this was the first semblance of them wanting to create an Apple Watch. Now, the biggest downside to this watch, in my opinion, is that there's no Bluetooth on it. So people did create watch straps. I don't believe Apple created anything official for this. They just had it as like a little clock thing, which is fair enough. But other people did. And I have this one. I believe the brand is Hex. And as you can see, this is the gunmetal version. I'm just going to lock that because the battery's not too good on the old iPod these days. You know, it is 15. It's only 15 years old. It's getting on its old age. So this is the Hex Vision metal watch band, gunmetal colour. It's the iPod 6 gen, and do you know it takes the 8 and the 16 gig version? Not that there's any difference, but yeah, it does. So look around the box. This was brand new from Amazon. It came from somewhere in Europe. I haven't damaged this box. This is how it came. And I haven't actually tried to fit this because I don't even know if it's going to work. I've had a brief look inside. So apparently it's coated in improved resistance. It's all stainless steel, dock access compatible with accessories, and it clip in, clip out, and there's a paper clip. Yeah, that's it as the hang tab. There's a bit of information on the bottom. It just looks to be an English version of what's on top. I can't see a date on this thing unless it's under the sticker that someone stuck on. But yeah, there's part of it just slipped out. And this is what makes me worry, because this didn't come with any wrap on it whatsoever. So I don't even know if all the parts are here. So we'll pull it out, and this is why I'm a bit concerned. For one, it's in pieces. I feel like that this was supposed to like reach over somehow. Maybe it went like, I don't know. It's like it's missing a link or something to like get it on there properly. But yeah, there's that. And in here we have our Hex Watch manual, care and instructions. Down that stall, and it's not even lined up correctly. So I'll be looking there in a second. Nothing else in that packaging. What have we got in here? So we have some extra links in here to make the bracelet a bit bigger. I don't know how those clip on. Well, first of all, let's see how this clicks into here. This doesn't really make sense because the cardboard's showing it that way, unless you can rotate the iPod. Let's get that out. That's that off. So how does it click in? So on the picture it shows it sideways. I suppose this would look better if you had the black one. Looks like I'm going the right way. I feel like though Am I going to break this? Oh, there we go. It's on there. So next is figuring out how this metal piece connects into here. That goes in there. So one thing you could really do with on this is nails. It's probably not the best idea. It's quite warm. My palms are getting a bit sweaty. Yes! Boom! It is in. Right, can I get it on? Oh, it's a bit tight. If I was going to wear this full time, I'd need to have an extra link on there. It's a bit, but it fits. It's pretty nice. Now the question is, how do we get the clock the right way around? So I think we have to find out if there's a rotate feature in our settings. So we can also set, in our settings app, we can set a time on wake. So I presume that should, oh no, I click language now. I presume that should, when we power it on, just shows the clock, which is what we want. What I'm not seeing is how to rotate it. See, I don't see how it's going to work if it's like that. Like, this is it on the box. That was even it on the instructions. Let's consult the manual. The manual literally just tells you about how to put the watch in. You flip over the second page, it's just in Spanish. So, that's great. I think it's time we, went to Google. Right. Nope. So we're going to learn together here. There we go, boys. I think that is it. Let's get our iPod out. Let's go back home. Would you look at that? And also, if you're wondering what this is that MacBook Air we did a video on. Really cool. And working on the next part of that, which is Linux. And up to now, it's been a pain in the neck. This was actually supposed to be this week's video, but I'm currently having issues with it. Subscribe if you want to see that. I'll go and watch the other videos that we've done on this up to now. That's enough of that. And there we are. Why is that? Why wasn't that in the settings? So if we... Oh, look at that. Look at that. So really, I guess you could use this on both arms. So because you could rotate the screen. That is so cool. So you could rotate the screen both ways, I guess. Or would you need to? Or maybe if you had it upside down or something. Either way, you can rotate the screen. We've covered that. That is pretty cool. So let's just change the watch. Oh, so if you go back, you actually have to go into clock if you want to change. There's also a stopwatch on here, as well as some other little bits. Timer. Let's have a look at a decent face. That one's cool. That one's cool. I don't know which one I like more. Some of the basic ones are just nice. That's kind of cool. I feel like maybe that is the best face. But that is subjective. That doesn't really matter. Let's go with this one. So if we turn our watch on now, oh, we get our music. And there we are. There's the date, time, the year. Even got a little seconds hand. I think that's cool. It is... I know this might look a bit awkward. Hope I'm not in frame. Yeah, it's a similar size. It's not too bad. You can see with the Apple Watch where, like, I really do think this was, like, the first idea. Hey, hang on. Is that going on to... like sleep mode? But yeah, as you can see with the two watches, the Apple Watch is more rounded edges. I take it as just so it slips over clothes and that better. This one, obviously, it's more, yeah, it's got round edges, but they're not as like, this more pebbled, I would say, to this. And if we really want, I don't know how wonky that's gonna look, 30 pin and headphones into there. These are the closest like wired headphones I grabbed. Look at the dust on them. You can tell I haven't used these bad boys in a while. And I just wanted to see what it would look like. I'm more of just an AirPod user. If we plug it in, that's not going to interfere at all. Maybe that works a bit better for your music. Maybe that's more of the way. I feel like it should be the other way that I had it. But yeah, you could definitely use this. And it's still got the dot connectors. That's pretty cool. There are some like silicone ones of these straps. They look awful. If you was definitely going to get one of these, definitely this one. But overall, I think this is kind of a cool invention. I definitely think this is like the better idea, the precursor to the Apple Watch. I think they were testing the water with seeing if people liked it. What do you guys think? Would you rock one of these retro Apple Watches from 2010? That's the other thing to think about. This kind of still looks a bit modern in today's day and age, especially when you put it alongside like the $10 Temu Apple Watch. I think this is nice. It's got really nice touch screen, and the voice memos app has come up now. We've put some headphones in. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Would you rock one of these? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.